Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome, everyone.
What's up, everyone?
Oh, I hear myself in the background.
That's your sound, Meg. You need to also.
Turn off your sound, Mickey Becky.
Is it better now?
Let's see.
Also for
No.
the viewers at home.
All right, so guys, welcome back to the weekly Vertical EMA, the place where we take you guys through the latest updates, where we share the latest news and developments, and also the place where you guys can ask us questions right here live directly to the team, and where we will be answering them also for everyone to hear. And today, guys, today is going to be a little bit more of an insight into the current state of development, what we're busy with today, and also a lot of the strategy that we're working or that we've worked on and are implementing at the moment to ensure that our platform gets to those 100K registered users still before the end of the year. That doesn't work at least in Q1 2026. I mean, we're already on our way, right? We're hitting 70K registered users almost, which is just phenomenal, right? Thinking that we just started 7 months ago with the stream version 1. But yeah, so that's why we have Lawrence here, right? Our head of strategy. He can really go a little bit more into depth on the strategy that we are implementing at the moment to make sure that vertical, not only in Web3 but also in Web2, is one of the most competitive AI customization platforms out there. And we are fighting for this, right? We strongly believe that the technology that we have in house is the combination of it is just phenomenal, right? Especially also with the vertical knowledge graph technology that we brought in through acquiring an equity stake into Levantia Labs. We haven't seen this technology anywhere, not even in Silicon Valley. It's truly competitive and a one of a kind still. So innovation is happening a lot behind the scene. So don't think that we're sitting still for any second. I actually think that the team has never, well, that's not true, but we are working, I think, 50, 60 hours at least per person per week on vertical. Guys, we are so close. It's crazy. And I know that the market might be a bit rough, but the things that we are doing are just super exciting. Um, I'm not sure if you guys want to add something over there. There's something that we need to kickstart here, but maybe you guys want to do a small introduction here as well.
Yeah. So, do you want to go over all the topics first and then end with your the the special surprise, or how did you see it, Mark? Because I have a lot to share actually.
Yeah.
Right now, it's a little bit. On the one hand, I want to tease you guys a little bit with things that are coming up. That's also why I have Max sitting next to me. But on the other hand, there, I also wanted to give you guys an update on how we are developing with the studio. And perhaps it would be best if I just start with that quickly, because what's going on in the studio is pretty promising, and it's gonna be, it's there. We You didn't hear much about it, but we were doing a lot behind the scenes, right? We've been talking to people, and we are actually getting to a narrower and we are narrowing down where we're gonna focus on. And that's what I wanted to share with you, because the release of the studio was to us pretty phenomenal. Within 48 hours, we already filled 150 seats. We had a lot of people bringing in their own use cases that were, to me, pretty, there were pretty creative use cases. And basically, we got an amazing group of people who are giving feedback to us. So we've been talking to most of you, not all of them, but the vast majority. And basically, we learned two things. First thing that to me is very promising, and that's also always a relief when you launch a new product, and that's there's clearly a product market fit, right? There are 150 people coming to us who yeah, not just think it's a cool tool, but people who have an actual problem and who are willing to pay for it in the future. So that's awesome feedback. The second thing that's good to that is very valuable to us is that what you see right now is that the 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 amount of use cases they have ranged pretty broadly. They go from legal to marketing to people who are just having fun with it and training models for their own hobbies. And for a company as us, in a competitive market, now it's really important that we start to shape that. That basically this was a pilot, right? This was a pilot that we launched. Basically, now it's up to us to fine tune. It's not a play on word, but actually fine tune where we're gonna focus our next effort, right? Really find this narrow niche that we're going to basically optimize for. And for that, we've created a list of 60 leads among these people. And from these 60 people, from these 60 leads, we are gonna select 20 companies to do an actual pilot with us, where we create a focused tool specially for their. Someone is coming in, but I'm in a call. But a tool specially for the people, like we want to listen to. Okay, what are the problems that you are solving right now with fine tuning and with our tool? How can we improve that? How can we make sure that it's even more, fit to your use case? How can we make it more user friendly? How can we make sure that you can implement this at scale? And that's basically the next step that we are at, and that's pretty exciting. So about end of this week we're gonna finalize selecting those 20 companies, and from there we are going into the next phase of the studio, because ultimately, and this is where we're now pretty close to, is we want to turn the studio into a sellable product, right? And therefore we're fine tuning it to the people who are willing to pay for it, and implement it at scale. So this is for me. This is the cool things that's been going on the studio. I think on the
Yeah.
stream side, we have Mac next to me, and on the stream we also got some. We're gonna come up with a strategic update, and this is a little bit just to tease you, because we're gonna show you what the new version of the stream looks like, but basically to give you some logic as to why we are updating it, is because basically we didn't just put it out there and left it for what it was, right? We're always trying to improve. We're always trying to get more people to the platform, and basically because of that we track everything. And one of the things that I personally find the most fun to track is how people behave on the platform. So we use this tool called Hotjar, and there you basically see literally how people, you know we don't see whatever you're prompting, so don't worry about that, but we do see how people move over our tools and see where they get stuck, see where people get frustrated, see how we can improve the user experience. And the, basically we listed a lot of opportunities to make it more user friendly, to make it more fun to play around with the models that we have. And based off that, we're going to do a great usability update. So that's one thing. It's going to be more simple. Mac can tell a little bit more about it. But the other thing is we also had a lot of paying structure, or a lot of ways of how you call it, subscriptions. And basically we noticed that a couple of subscriptions were more popular than others, and there's also a lot of choice, so we saw that that can be a little bit confusing. So we came up with a plan to make that just more simple, one simple subscription with top-ups. And again, this is just a tease, but next week Friso is gonna explain that to you guys, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So
Yeah,
Meg,
next
you
week we have a major presentation prepared for you guys, where Friso, our COO, is going to present you guys the, I wouldn't call it the new, but the more concretely thought out execution plan on how we are going to be implementing the newest utilities like referral, rev share, staking, and also the staking for credits. These are obviously extremely powerful utilities for our token, creating demand, promoting retention, also supporting the growth of our platform, all in the end, of course, to spark and accelerate the flywheel effect of our value accrual system that we have embaked into our token economy with our utility token. So, pin the EMA next week for vertical in your agendas, because Frizo is going to take you completely through how this is going to be looking like, what you can do soon with your token, and how you can earn some great money on a monthly basis by getting involved in these systems, and how this will affect your token as well.
Yeah, and that's also something that to me is like also pretty exciting, right? Because it's been a while already since we introduced our first token utility, and now like when we are pretty close at launching our like two more, and that's it's gonna all come together with the next version of the stream, and yeah, like this is something that we've been waiting on for a while, right? We thought about it a lot, and now we're gonna finally see that into play. So I am freaking excited about that.
Nice, nice. All right. So, Mac, maybe you want to do a small teaser. Maybe you want to give people a little bit of insight in what the capabilities will be of the new V2. I mean, make people a little bit warm of what's coming. You are muted.
Now we can hear you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I muted me for.
Muted.
Yeah, so Mark, you muted me, but we are on the one. Even though we're on two screens, we have one sound. So
We have
Mac,
one sound.
hit it.
Okay, so I hope you guys hear me now. But again, I'm working at the stream version 2 right now. Currently, I'm staring at it. It's gonna be sick, guys. It's gonna be a very, very nice product. There are gonna be some big changes to the product. First of all, it will be one global chat, which has all the models, all the capabilities of the current stream. Um, and this will make it much more accessible for everyone. Also, the UI will be much more improved. Um, so, are you guys hearing me or not?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. And as Lawrence already said, the pricing model is going to be simplified. We want to make stuff very cheap for a very accessible platform with a lot of models that you can use. Some of the features that we will have is tool invocation of images, videos, editing images, combining images. We'll have a new asset library, for example, where you can um, have all your assets in and share them with everybody else. You can share your chat, your conversations, basically to anyone if you want to. So those are very nice features that we are implementing. Overall, the whole user experience of the chats is also improved. So yeah, Friso is going to talk about the new pricing model, which is simplified, and I think this is going to give a big boost to the product. So I'm very curious what you guys think of it. I'm going to demo it in a few weeks. Hopefully, within 4 weeks, we're going live with this product. I do want to notify everybody that is using the stream that um, their chat history will be erased. Basically, we do have a backup, so if you want your chat history back, we can give it to you. But yeah, just for info that everybody knows that. Also, the subscription model for people that already have subscriptions or bought packages, we will compensate you in the fairest way possible. So no worries. Everybody is going to be fine with a subscription already. Um, More about this in the next 2 weeks. I hope you guys are excited, but I've been working very hard with the development team to roll out this amazing product. So yeah, guys, thank you.
So, Echo, Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right. So this is very good, right? So next week, Frizo is going to do a presentation which is going to showcase exactly how the new utilities will be implemented and how this will be powering up and leveling up the our token economy, which is going to be insane. And also the next week upon that, Mac will do a large demo session of the new V2 of the stream. Like Lawrence already said, right? So we will be implementing here a super aggressive adoption strategy in this version. We are aiming to be the cheapest and the fastest AI platform to access any model that you can find on the internet. Basically, we want to set our pricing in such a way that it's nearly unbelievable how affordable we can be. Guys, our mission has always been to make AI accessible for everyone, and price is of course a very important element of this. But also is that we want to upper the amount of people that are paying on the platform, people that are paying with the Vert AI on the platform. And we just got to be extremely aggressive here, and our strategy there is going to be insane. You will be able to access all the AI models for a price that you've never seen before. Again, guys, we're not only trying to be competitive in Web3, but we're also trying to be competitive in Web2. And this is actually, a very powerful element, right? Because we are not just dependent on the active people that are in Web3. We are actually also targeting mainly our user acquisition in Web2. And the beautiful thing about this is that these Web2 users, they come into our platform, they get exposed to our token because there's a direct incentive to get involved with it. And therefore, we actually bring in new people into our token economy. No matter, no matter what the market does, or if it's thriving or rough right now, we will always get new eyes in. And with this new strategy that we're implementing, we assume that will be growing exponentially. Guys, I've said it before, the best thing that we can do is build better products that are more capable and deliver more value for our users, because more products means more vertical users, and this also in turn will create more demand for VertAI. And that will just cause us to always come out stronger. So the most bullish thing we can do is build better products, deliver new versions, and ensure that those products become better over time. All right. So one thing that we want to highlight here again is obviously also the contest of the treasure hunt that was kickstarted this week by our community manager Don. He will. It's already in full effect, right? There's a big prize pool. It's the biggest prize pool that we've set up till this day. It's a $5,000 prize pool consisting of 2,500 USDC and 2,500 in Vert AI. And the treasure is essentially locked into a wallet. And to open it, the community must, discover what the 12 words are from the seed phrase of that wallet. And in a few days, we'll start sharing clues. And each new clue will be shared like every other day. So you gotta be part of our community. You gotta be an active part. You gotta be in these EMAs, in the Telegram group. You gotta be on our X. You gotta follow everything, because we will be dropping hints on every socials that we are active on. And that is the thing, right? The treasury sits in a secure wallet to keep the context fair, just to make sure that the person that is actually able to guess it the first, when we've shared all the words, he needs to find a secret code. And that is the whole purpose. So to participate, guys, just to go a little bit again over the criteria, is you need to have 2,000 vertical staked. And the snapshot will be taken 3 days. What the intention was to do it 3 days after, but I think we can do it at the end of this week. And the tokens must be staked there through the entire context. We will do a snapshot at the start, but also at the end. Obviously, you need to be following our X account. You gotta be part of our Telegram community. You have to, because else you won't find the clues, right? And finding all 12 words is only the first phase. Like after you've cracked the wallet, there's more riddles actually. because you gotta find the code word. But we won't spoil it right now. Just know it's not over when you think it's over. Guys, the purpose of this is really to bring the community together, that the people that keep supporting us even through tougher times have the opportunity to actually, earn some life-changing money. I mean, 5K is for so many people really a big boost in their daily, financial situation. And the people that are still here with us, supporting us every day in and out, this is sort of a treasury hunt present that we do to also encourage, to keep the ecosystem live and happy and also engaging. And of course, it's also, a celebration of the vertical anniversary. So just want to put it out there.
Nice, Mark. So I could really use some life-changing money. I just go to Vertical, to the app, and I stake my third AI, and I start hunting.
Basically, that is it. You buy Verti, or you already have it. You stake it, and you start participating in our community, either on X, on these EMAs, in the Telegram. Man, oh man, like, honestly, this is a very nice treasure hunt, and I give full credits to our community manager Don Corleone. You know him, of course. He really thought this out, and he will be guiding this. So if Don says something in the group, you better listen.
Nice. It's game on, bitches.
Nice. All right. So let's see. I think that for now, this is what I wanted to share. I think we can go to the questions if there are any. Let's see. I'm gonna do a poll in the group, guys. Please vote. Let's see. Let's see. I don't see any question, guys. If you have any questions, let us know. I've also set up a poll in the group. Should we set up a vertical merch web shop? I saw someone requesting the vertical cap. We have a shitload of them, so to be honest, it wouldn't actually be too big of a deal, but it does take time up, right?
Stake your credits to earn merch. That's a good utility.
We could actually include the token there again as well. Yeah, that's actually an interesting one. Okay, I don't see any questions yet. Alrighty. Guys, give it a go. This is your chance to ask the questions directly. Uh, Also, guys, in this massive campaign that we are currently preparing for the release of the V2 of the studio of the V2 of the stream, there are going to be some things included that you've guys been requesting for a while, and won't spoil it again. It's just want to let you know that this campaign doesn't only include a new version release; it also includes a few other things that I think that you will get excited about.
All
Let's.
right.
What's the monthly user?
I see a question in the main chat. Shall we put it on screen? Can we do that? So the question from Big IB: what is the monthly user on Vertical AI? Mark, well, I can just answer that question, right?
Yeah, of course.
Currently, I checked lastly over this weekend, I think, but we passed 60,000 registered users. So that is, we're pretty much on schedule to get to that 100K because we are growing exponentially still. We also expect that, the version 2 is we're gonna do another big marketing push. So yeah, 60K
No.
registered
No.
users.
We're nearing 70K
Nearing
registered users.
70.
Yeah, bro.
Damn, guys, I'm telling lies. We're nearing 70. So see, that's how quick it goes. But yeah, we are well on schedule. actually use.
So he says the total registrations, of course, yeah. So monthly active users, we can check it. We're doing about 8K to 10K monthly. Oh no, we have 8,000 to 10,000 monthly active users, guys. So about 1/10 of the registered users is currently actually also active on a monthly basis, which is actually a pretty good ratio, to be honest. We had our COO Frizo check it up real quick in the background. So yeah, 8K monthly active users, depending. Like some months it's 10K, and I think the current one is 8K. Yeah. Hope that answered your question. Another one. This is, let's see. This is quite an interesting one. So, what is the valuation of vertical AI as a project? So, one thing I want to step away from, right, and that is something that we should do in general in the Web3 space, is call our initiatives projects. We are a company. So, vertical AI as a company, its valuation, right, it really could be determined on the revenue that we're generating. But I would also say that some of the technologies that we have in house are actually so groundbreaking that the valuation could be increased substantially, even though that we're not generating revenue from it. I think that we've been existing over a year. We have a lot of expertise in the team regarding a lot of different domains. Putting a price tag on that right now is just doing a lot of wet finger work, how we would call it in Dutch. If I would put a price tag on it, like I think we're at least 10 times worth what the Web3 market is currently valuing us. If I look around me to other projects that are doing fundraising, I see that we are way ahead of startups that we see in the market that getting funded right now. But again, guys, we don't have a concrete valuation done per se on the actual company level, but we are actually doing that in the background right now for multiple reasons. Because yeah, this is actually a very good question, and I'd like to answer this on a different moment when we really have a concrete answer for this as well. I'm not sure, Lawrence, if you want to add something there.
No, not really. I think for a startup, valuation is there. There's a lot of variables that you could look up. There's some multiples you can apply, but then there's also like a lot of R&D work still going on. You can look at what your peers are doing, and then especially in the AI space, there's a lot of yeah, pretty wild valuations going on all sides. So it's something we're working on, but there's just so many variables that you can use that to give it like a proper valuation to share here. That's like not something I want to do right now. But at some point, even vertical is gonna to stay competitive raise money. For that you're gonna raise money at a valuation. By the time things like that are gonna be relevant to us, because we are still in a very comfortable situation, that's the moment that we're gonna be serious about valuations.
Yeah. So just adding there, right? I think we've shared this a few weeks back. There was a startup in America that was developing fine-tuning capabilities with LoRa adapter technology. 12 billion valuation, raised $2 billion in America, right? And this is just one part of the technology that we are actually including in our stack. And they are building that technology actually for researchers and developers, right? And I think that's something that is maybe a bit hard to grasp, is that a lot of these AI companies that provide customization tools, they are targeting the engineer teams within enterprises. And these companies have billion-dollar valuation, but you have to realize one thing. We as Vertical, we are not targeting only the small select group of engineers within enterprise companies. We are actually targeting a way bigger market. Our total addressable market is way larger. I mean, the amount of companies that fall in between the SMB sector, so the small medium business, category, there's a way larger amount of number of companies that fit in that category, and also talking about, of course, the individuals that are looking to play around and customize AI and build their own personalized assistants on their domain. So what I would like to say here is that if you look around you, you see these companies providing tools for a very select small addressable market. We are going for a completely way bigger addressable market, and therefore I would say, the sky is the limit for us, but we gotta deliver these quality products. That is essential for everything, guys. That's why I'm keep repeating it. It's an echo through my whole message rhetoric. The best thing that we can do is build better products and deliver them to the biggest group possible that we can target. And that's what we're focusing on, guys. All right. I don't see any other questions. Thank you, Big IB, for asking them. Always appreciate them. These are interesting questions. First time receiving it. And I think it's a very, okay, one last addition here, because I think this is actually a very relevant question. Because I think that in Web3, we should really look more into the value of the company behind the token, right? Too many times we are busy with chasing hype and trying to grab the new shiny thing. In my opinion, what Vertical's doing, but also what other partners of us that we see around us, like Spectre AI or other ones that are honestly building real tools with real users, with real value, those are the projects you should be focusing on, right? Those are the projects that are going to be building undeniable value, where the token is going to be an integral part of, where actual organic demand will be created because the products are actually valuable to their customers. These are the long-term projects you want to keep supporting. And guys, this is something I really hope that we move towards with a space, is that these types of questions, what is the actual value, are going to be asked way more often, because this will determine where the real value is created and where it's just hype that you're chasing. So thank you actually for asking this question. For the rest, I don't see any other questions, guys. I'm not sure if you want to add something here, else we can keep it short today. Again, guys, Frizo, our COO, is going to do a very insightful presentation about our new token utilities that are coming very soon, how this is going to be spinning up our value accrual flywheel, and what this means for you as a participant in our token economy. If Lawrence and Mac don't have anything to add here, then
No,
yeah.
that's it from my side, Mac.
No, very excited for the next coming weeks, guys. Stay tuned, please.
Mac's already back into his coding, so making sure that that actual value is realized. Love it, Mac.
Love it, love it. All
More
right,
power
well,
to you,
guys, then I
guys.
would say have a great evening, have a great day wherever you are in the world. This is the Vertical team tuning out, and we see you guys next week. Thank you.